I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce you to the Mozaik CNC Operator. The CNC Operator is intended to be used live on the shop floor for nested base panel processing. We introduced the CNC Operator in August of 2016, and it's the latest in our shop floor automation series. The purpose of the CNC Operator is to organize the workflow for the person running the CNC machine and to help them deal with all the real-world issues that come up on a daily basis. So let's quickly step through the CNC Operator and show you some of the tools that are used on the shop floor. First of all, the CNC Operator is designed to be run on a tablet PC, but it can be run on any computer, including a machine control if it's using a Windows front end. Several of our machinery partners are taking advantage of this and actually including the CNC Operator with their machine control. There's another video that has been uploaded for your review that features one of those. So let's have a look first of all at the Material tab. On this tab, all the materials that are sent from Mozaik to the CNC Operator are visible. The operator can also review the remnant library and select any remnants that they want to use on this job. And that's basically offall from previous jobs that can be optimized. Then they can move to the Parts tab. On the Parts tab, they can review all the parts to the various cabinets. They even have the ability to click on any given part and edit the operations of that part. For example, let's say on this particular part there was to be an operation added that was forgotten in the front office. That can be accomplished here by simply clicking on whatever operation you'd like to add and place it. Once the parts are ready to be optimized, then we simply touch the Optimize tab, select the CNC machine we want to use, the cabinet set, some other properties. They can choose to sequence flip side parts first. In custom cabinetry, it's common to have parts within a cabinet that have operations on both sides. We refer to those as flip side parts or parts with backside operations. It's quite useful on the shop floor to sequence those parts first in the nest before optimizing the other parts so that you have fewer sheets to actually flip in the process of machining. So we'll go ahead and optimize this job. As you can see, the parts with flip side operations are highlighted in green and they have been nested on the first few sheets. You'll also notice the first sheet that's optimized is the remnant that we used. As you'll recall earlier, we added an operation to an end panel on the Parts tab. You can see that here. If we click on that part, we go back to the Parts tab, the part is highlighted there. We come back to the Pattern tab. One of the unique things about the CNC Operator is you can actually modify those CNC operations within the nest without having to go back to the cabinet or even back to the part level by simply highlighting the part, select Edit Part. Now we can see the operation and we can actually modify the operation here or add new operations if we choose. You'll also notice that when you're moving the operation around with the mouse, you get all of the XY coordinates, and those can be typed in for accuracy. Now that's a precise CNC operation added right into the nest. So once we've reviewed our patterns, we can generate the G-code. And again, we referenced earlier about flip side operations. You can process those two ways within the CNC Operator. You can create flip side operations for the entire sheet or for individual parts. We'll go ahead and do it for the entire sheet as well as creating the primary sheet programs. And that quickly we've generated all 28 files to process these sheets. Now we can move to the G-code tab, and now we can see the shop flow or the organization of the files. So we can see that pattern 1 has two programs. It actually has a flip sheet program, which is barcoded here, and the tools that are used to process that, as well as the primary program with barcode and tools used to process that. As we process the files on the CNC machine, we can mark them complete. As we mark those complete, They're listed as cut on the pattern tab, and the parts are also listed as cut on the parts tab. So if we sort by cut parts, we can see the ones that have been processed so far. You can also see the pattern number and the run number associated with each part and sheet. You can also print labels as you're processing. So we have generated the G-code for this particular sheet, and we've processed those parts, and now we want to print the labels for those. You can do it on demand by simply touching the part and viewing or printing the label, or you can choose to print all the labels for that particular nest and label them all at once. Now let's have a look at a couple of the more advanced features within the CNC operator. Let's move back to the pattern tab, view all patterns once again, and now we've placed this particular sheet on the machine and we're ready to process, but we realize there's a defect in the sheet right where one of the products is going to be cut. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and we'll delete that part. That will remove it from the sheet, and it'll put it in the unplaced parts bin, as you can see here. Now let's go ahead and generate G-code for this sheet, and we can continue processing. Now we can go back to the All Patterns tab, find a sheet with space, and we can move that part into that nest and move it into place and bump it into position. So very quickly we've been able to deal with an issue we had with the sheet without having to go back to the front office or without having to remove that sheet and place a new sheet on the machine. Now we can go ahead and go to the G-code tab, and you'll notice that pattern 3 now has a different run number because G-code was generated after the first sheets were generated. So we'll mark that as complete, and we continue processing. Now as we're moving through the job, perhaps we have a part that becomes damaged. Let's say that we have processed this sheet. We'll go ahead and mark it as complete. One of the employees comes back to let us know that perhaps they dropped the part on the edge and chipped it, or it was damaged in some capacity. So we'll go ahead and highlight that part, click on the remake bin, and we'll simply drag that part into the remake bin. It's now labeled as a part that needs to be remade, and it's available to us in the bin. So we can go back to view all patterns. Now we notice we don't have enough room for that part on any of the existing sheets, so I can add a sheet to the job, or I could actually add that part to a future job. Since the employee is standing waiting on it at the moment, we'll go ahead and add a sheet, and we'll take that part, drag it onto the sheet. Notice it's automatically bumped into position. We can generate G-code for this, and production continues without any interaction with the front office. We're able to handle those issues right on the fly at the CNC machine. There are lots of other built-in features into the CNC operator. For example, we can click on any particular pattern and we can limit check that pattern, so we quickly know the maximum and minimum travel in all 3 axes. So we can see here that we're only cutting 3/1000ths into the spool board, so we know that this program is a good program to process. We can also quickly generate a spool board surfacing program in either an offset pattern or a raster pattern by simply selecting our surface cutter, specifying the size of the spool board and the depth that we want to surface. Maybe we're going to surface this spool board 15/1000ths, and we can generate the program, and we can review the G-code for that. A couple of other neat tools worth mentioning. You have the ability to identify remnants, and you can cut those and save them to the remnant library, and the CNC operator will generate G-code for those as well as a label. Now once those are created, when we generate our G-code, it'll add those tool paths to the G-code. So those remnants may be used in a later job. And if we check our libraries and our remnant library, we can see the remnants that we've added. And it's also worth noting that as you complete your job, it's color coded to let you know the patterns that you have completed, and those are identified on the pattern tab again, as well as the parts tab. And I hope you've enjoyed this brief presentation. Our goal is to make cabinet software affordable for everyone. Designed to manufacture software, and a CNC router should be as commonplace as a table saw in today's modern cabinet shop. The CNC operator is only $25 per month, and it moves us one step closer to fulfilling that goal. Thanks.